I'm not sure about you guys, but I love video games. Maybe a little bit too much. Just ask my mum, she's always telling me to turn the PlayStation off. But how much do you actually know about the history of video games? Now you might not know it, but video games actually come from university and industrial computer laboratories for boring research purposes, fun. For example, in 1952, British professor A.S. Douglas created OXO, or better known today as noughts and crosses, or tic-tac-toe as part of his doctoral dissertation at the University of Cambridge. The first game for entertainment wasn't made until 1958, called Tennis for Two. Now this isn't like the tennis games you're thinking of. This was instead played on a large analog computer. For those who were born after the year 2000, arcades may not mean much to you, but to the oldies like me, this is where the best video games of today were born. The first ever arcade game was made in 1971, called Computer Space. The game itself didn't do very well, but its creator, Nolan Bushnell, made the Atari Corporation in 1972 to develop new arcade games. Atari's first release was Pong, a simple game based on ping pong. It was a huge success, creating a whole new industry. The arcade industry exploded in 1978 with the introduction of Space Invaders. The game was so popular in Japan it caused a shortage of coins used to play. This was then followed by a series of other popular games like Asteroids, Centipede and Donkey Kong. The most successful game of all time though is Pac-Man, which was released in 1980. It sold a massive 100,000 consoles in the United States alone. Now arcade games are fun, but they take up way too much space. In the late 1960s, engineer Ralph Baer, better known as the father of video games, started exploring the idea of playing video games on a TV. In 1972, he made the Maganox Odyssey. This was so popular that other companies started to make their own video game consoles too, like the Atari 2600. All of this competition though meant that there was a lot of poor consoles and video games, which led to the video game industry crashing in the 1980s. This was until two Japanese manufacturers revived the home video game industry, Nintendo and Sega. In 1989, Nintendo made its first handheld game system called the Game Boy. Just saying that name makes me think about classic Pokemon Red. The next generation of video game consoles included Sony's PlayStation, Nintendo's GameCube, and Microsoft's Xbox. As technology improved, consoles started to have wireless remotes and even motion sensing controllers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've clearly never played Wii Sports before. And let's talk about our phones. The game Angry Birds was so popular it made $200 million in 2012 alone. Now, I'm sure you've all had your parents say to you at least once, stop playing those games, they're gonna rot your brain. Well, studies actually show that action games help us make the right decision faster. So, take that, mum. And what about simulators? You can learn how to fly a plane or drive a car. Even the US military use video games for combat training. I wonder if they play Call of Duty too. And did you know that psychologists even use games to treat children and adults with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, as playing games helps patients to keep their minds focused? Wow, I can't wait to see what the games of the future will be like, and to play them of course. I hope you liked this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it helps us a lot. Till next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.